In this segment of the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio, we speak with Stephen Stairs, President and CEO of Benton Resources, trading as BEX on the TSX Venture Exchange and BNTRF on the OTC. Following a project generation business model, Benton has a highly prospective multi-mineral property portfolio. In addition, it holds large equity positions in other mining companies that are advancing high-quality assets, and whenever possible, BEX retains net smelter return royalties with potential long-term cash flow. The company is currently focused on advancing its high-grade copper-gold Great Burnt project in central Newfoundland, which has a mineral resource estimate of 442,000 tons at 2.50% copper indicated and 829,000 tons at 2.11% copper inferred. The project has an excellent geological setting covering 25 kilometers of strike and boasts 6 known copper-gold-silver zones over 15 kilometers that are all open for expansion. Further potential for discovery is excellent given the extensive number of untested geophysical targets and copper-gold soil anomalies. Stephen Stairs is a successful business entrepreneur with 32 years of experience in mineral exploration. Steve's career spans from 1988, where he spent 7 years with Noranda Exploration on such projects as the Hemlo Gold Mines, Eagle River Gold Deposit, and the Gecko and Matabi Base metal camps. The next 10 years of Steve's career were spent managing the operations of Stairs Contracting Corporation, a successful mineral exploration services company in Thunder Bay, Ontario. In 2004, Stephen and his brother Michael started Benton Resources, where he remains as president and CEO. Since that time, he has been directly involved in the startup of many publicly traded companies on the TSX Venture Exchange, with the most recent being Clean Air Metals, where he secured 2 high-quality copper, nickel, platinum, palladium deposits and assembled a team of professionals to take the company public. Stephen, welcome back to the program. You've got some exciting news. It never stops. Glad to hear about it with new discoveries at the Great Burnt Main Zone in Newfoundland.
Yes, Ellis, it's a pleasure to be back and put out some fantastic results today. New discoveries with good off-hole conductors on them that needs further drilling. We're doing regional geophysics right now, deep geophysics, especially up on the gold copper zone to the north, covering about 5 kilometers of strike length, where we're seeing beautiful off-hole EM and down-hole pulse surface EMs. Lots of news to come on that. This is simply a remarkable project.
Well, look, you're being very, very modest, although you just said the word remarkable. I'm looking at today's news release, actually, and I see anywhere from 1% up to 21% copper just about, and that is phenomenal. You don't disappoint, sir.
Yeah, those grades are in areas as well that in the 1960s and early 70s where they drilled small diameter core. I had a lot of core loss during those times with standard drilling. We re-drilled some of those areas, and it continues to show that there is super high grade copper within those sections that were previously thought to be low grade. So it just needs lots of drilling, and we've also extended the deposit down another 100 meters to 950 meters down plunge.
I saw that. So really, if you want to average everything out, it's at about 5.9% copper.
Yeah, from the drilling we've done, certainly the grades have been upticked. We haven't done a new resource model yet, as we're still lots of drilling to do. But over the next probably 12 to 18 months, we'll start to embark on putting a new resource estimate together on this deposit.
I know we chatted about a month ago in Toronto, and I may have asked you about ultimately whatever investor wants to know, the exit strategy for the company. Could you review that?
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously getting a lot of M&A activity inside of Benton right now. There's a lot of interest. Obviously, I think smart people see low-lying fruit whereby they could acquire this project and turn it into something bigger. Obviously, Benton wants to do that itself at this point. So I think we're just going to keep plugging away at it until that gets recognized. And we are explorers. We're not mine builders. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's big enough, we put the right people in place, we would build an operation. But the ultimate goal is, like any junior company, is to find a big deposit and merge it with a mid-tier or senior partner.
Well, markets certainly have been challenging lately, as everybody knows, but the really smart investor, I want to underline smart, savvy investor, takes a look at companies when the market has been in a bit of a slump. And they are definitely doing that with Benton. And you say, and I hear that the majors are sniffing around all over Canada.
Yeah, you bet. A lot of M&A activity is starting to happen. You see Caliper Mining just about 50 kilometers northwest of us merging with Equinox Gold to create a much larger gold producer. This project, I believe, is not even on the radar in Newfoundland at this point, or is just starting to get on the radar, but I think it'll wake up soon enough.
What have you got lined up for the spring and summer?
Yeah, we're going to be very active in the spring and summer. Right now, we're on about a 10 or 15 15-day break for the roads to dry up a little bit. We had a lot of rain for spring break, but that's coming quick. So we're getting ready to get back drilling. Should be hopefully by April 10th or 15th, the drill should be turning again. And we'll certainly be testing a lot of these conductors that was in today's news release that we put out, and also testing a bunch of stuff up on our copper gold zone where we've got new 5-kilometer line surface pulse EM survey completed, or just about completed now. So, and we are planning on further airborne surveys and prospecting, soil sampling all summer, looking for new discoveries, which we are confident we'll find new ones along this 25-kilometer trend that we own.
Well, Stephen, I do appreciate the update. Thank you very much for bringing this to our attention. I look forward to another conversation very soon then, sir.
Yes, absolutely, Ellis. Always a pleasure, and we'll definitely talk in the coming weeks with more results coming, I'm sure.
I've been speaking with Stephen Stairs, President and CEO of Benton Resources, trading as BEX on the TSX Venture Exchange and BNTRF on the OTC. Find the company at bentonresources.ca. For Money Talk Radio and the Ellis Martin Report, I'm Ellis Martin.
Would you like to be one of the first to see who we are following? Subscribe to our audio newsletter. It's free. EllisMartinReport.com.